This is Brenda's macaroni and cheese. Everybody loves macaroni and cheese. And you know, you can make it so many different ways, but this is my way, and trust, you will love it. Here I boiled some water, and I have a 16-ounce box of macaroni, and I added a little bit more, and a half of a box of an 8-ounce box of macaroni. I add some extra virgin olive oil. And what this does, it keeps the noodles from sticking. While they're boiling, I add some salt in there to season the noodles. And I'm also going to season them after. And I add the extra virgin olive oil, a little bit up in there, you know, so it doesn't stick together. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the noodles cook. I'm getting ready to drain my noodles, and then I'm going to return them to the stove and add all this ingredients in the pot and stir it up on the stove. Now I'm going to add the 2 eggs to it. The macaroni and cheese is on the stove. I've already drained it. I add a little whole milk. I'm adding 1 stick of butter. Please do not skip with margarine. Butter. 1 whole stick of butter in there. I added a half of jar of, you can use fat-free, the regular sour cream, but sour cream. This is a 16-ounce jar, so 8 ounces sour cream. 1 teaspoon of mustard. And like I said, that's for the color. You know, you don't want no white macaroni and cheese. You know, and then I'm adding an 8-ounce can of cream of chicken soup. Cream of chicken soup. It makes it really creamy, and you'll be surprised of the flavor in the macaroni and cheese for this. Like I said, there's so many different ways you can make macaroni and cheese with more spicy cheeses, the cheddar, the white cheese. And then here I have mild cheddar cheese. I added a whole handful in this. Like I said, this is on the stove. It's cooking with the noodles that I have already drained. I'm mixing. And what I'm doing, and when you're mixing this, you're mixing the starches up together. All that starch is getting mixed up with the fat from the butter and the cheese and the sour cream. And I got a big bag of cheese. So what I did was I used like half, more than half I put in. Okay, I'm going to leave the other part, like for the topping. You won't necessarily have to use the whole entire bag, but you know, you eyeball it, what you like. I'm mixing this up here. Now I'm going to put it in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes. And if it's too dry, and if I need to add something else, what I do is get my cream, and you add a little more cream to it, because while it's cooking, you know, it might dry out a little teeny bit, but you want it creamy and cheesy. And I added salt to it, I added pepper to it, and that's it. I'm going to throw this in the oven for a bit, and voila, it does. I'm going to put this in the oven for 45 minutes, then I'm going to take it back out, and I'm going to taste a little corner of it to see if it needs some more salt, more seasoning, whatever, and then I'll add to it, stir it up a bit, and then I'm going to add cheese all over the top. Now what I'm doing is I'm adding the cheese to the top of the macaroni and cheese, and I'm going to put it on broil. I'm not going to move, don't go anywhere, don't go sit down. You stand right here, because what I want to do is make a crust to the top of this. Can you believe he did that? Crust to the top of this. I'm going to make a crust to the top of the macaroni and cheese, and it's going to come out delicious. So, I added the cheese. I'm going to push it back in the oven. And now I'm putting it on broil. And you stand here, and you don't go anywhere. You'll watch it. Oh, come here. Look at this. Look at the cheese. It's just bubbling. Oh, I gotta taste this. I just have to. Look at the creaminess. It's not dry. It's very creamy. Ah. Mmm. 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 This is some good macaroni and cheese. I'll see y'all later because I'm getting ready to tear this up. Okay?